setting up your meeting for Facebook
Oh,
Live.
but we can't see the Facebook Live. That's disappointing.
I don't know why it says it.
Look on your phone.
Hello? Wait, is it working? Now I feel silly if it's actually working. It says we're live on Facebook. If we are live on Facebook, hello, everyone. Hi. Good afternoon.
Facebook!
Good. Okay, I'm so glad that that's working now. Zoom did something a little bit different. Hello. And good Friday to everyone. It's we're happy that you guys are all joining us on Facebook today. My name is Siobhan, for those of you that don't know me, and around me are my friends who are from RepTouR, our repertory touring troupe that tours into the schools, the elementary schools, most of the time during February, March. And I'm going to introduce them to you. I don't know if it's set up this way, so I'm just going to point this way. Christina is right over here on my screen. Tiandris, Justin, it may not be the same on live, but it was for me to point around. And these guys were grateful enough that they got to get to see all of the schools that they needed to. There were a couple that unfortunately we didn't actually get to with all of this happening, but we're happy that they're all here today, and we want to have some fun and do some live storytelling. So the things that RepTouR does is they tell stories, they bring stories to life. We ask students to write stories ahead of time, and we take those student written stories and then perform them as a little improvised skit on stage, and the students love it. And we've been doing it for, oh gosh, since 2008, 2009. So what is that, 12 years? Whew. Yes, we've been doing it for a long time. RepTouR just recently changed the name about 4 or 5 years ago, but we're happy to be bringing you some stories today. And some of you guys actually gave us some stories. So we're gonna call you out. You can stand up and take a bow in your family room while you're watching this, because that's what we would typically ask our students to do. So we're gonna get started with a story, and these guys are gonna kind of act it out from where they are. Yeah, we're going to go from there, and then they're going to have some time to share some of their memories with RepTouR, and we might tell a story live with you today too. So if you're tuning in, we would love for you to comment on Facebook, let us know that you're here, and then we will also use some of your suggestions to write a story live on Facebook. So with that being said, we're going to hop into our first story. Is everybody ready?
Woohoo!
Yay! We love it. So this first one is called The Lost Pups, is the name of the story. And it's by Harper Eddy. She is the one that, I know, we love Harper. Yes, it's by Harper. So we're going to tell this story, and we'll start here. So once upon a time, there was a wonderful family.
Hi, family.
Hi.
Hi. There's Mom.
And then
Mom.
Yeah.
They had a dog named Brownie.
Brownie? Hi, Brownie. How you doing? Hi, Brownie. How you doing?
Brownie and his family lived in a quiet town just outside of Atlanta called Woodstock.
Man, it sure is quiet around here.
I do love living in Woodstock.
I thought there was supposed to be a concert here.
Ah, that was a good one, son or dad.
They had a gray home, a white picket fence, and all. They had it all. One day, the children left the door open and Brownie escaped for a joy run.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, is the door open?
It looks like it.
Can't do that. Brownie will get out.
Have you seen Brownie recently? Because I haven't.
I had to go. I'd open the door. I couldn't help.
Brownie's gone.
Brownie is gone. What do we do?
Once outside, Brownie fell and hit his head.
Boink. Boink.
He woke up 10 hours later, very confused.
10 hours later.
He heard crickets and frogs all around him.
Ribbit.
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 He was very scared and missed his family very much.
All by myself. All by myself.
He barked and barked, trying to find his owners. The next morning, Brownie walked around town and found a cave. With another scared dog hiding inside of it. They walked together to try to find some humans to help them. Brownie asked the dog her name.
What's your
My name is Perdita, she replied sweetly.
I'm Perdita.
Wow, that's different.
They talked for hours until they heard a frantic voice in the distance.
Talk,
Yeah,
talk,
what's
talk,
your
talk,
favorite
talk,
dog
talk,
drink?
talk,
No!
talk, talk, talk,
What?
talk.
Hey! No!
Someone's frantic.
Brownie!
Brown, that's what I was thinking. Brownie!
Brownie!
Where are you? Brownie!
Me?
Yes, you, Brownie!
They stayed towards the voice and saw Brownie's owner.
Brownie!
Brownie!
Those are my humans.
It's us, you're humans.
My human.
Not about you right now. Come on.
But sadly, Perdita would be left all alone without her friend.
I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, Brownie, we're so glad we found you.
Poor Perdita. You must have like a lot of children to keep you company at least.
Brownie's
100.
Brownie's owner quickly fell in love with her and decided to adopt her.
Aw,
actually,
look
you're
at this
here.
other dog.
That other dog is so cute.
We should adopt the other
We
dog.
should adopt her.
Let's adopt the other dog.
Let's adopt her.
Adopt,
All
don't
right.
shop.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Oh, Perdita and Brownie.
All right.
The doggy end. Yay! Round of applause for Harper. Thank you so much. That was such a cute story.
Speaking of
Hey,
Brownie,
speaking of Brownie, what are you talking about, Justin?
there's
hey,
a
Justin,
little
I'm gonna
dog
pick
that
on you.
just appeared.
Oh, there is a dog that just appeared. Hey, Justin, I'm gonna pick on you because I picked on you because you spoke first.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about maybe tell us something about RepTouR this season, that memory or something like that. Share with us. Share with the
Well,
class.
Personally, my favorite is we went to one school. I don't remember the name of it anymore, but I remember it's by 75. So if that means anything to anybody, please chime up.
Clark Creek.
That's it, Clark Creek. Anyway, we did a story there where we were hamsters and the hamsters escaped from their classroom and like went on like an adventure to the theme park and to Chick-fil-A.
Mhm.
And we went to Chick-fil-A. Me and Christina we went to Chick-fil-A that day. So I had my cup to say, oh, we were at Chick-fil-A, here, look. And then later it turns out that only like one thing that we did had actually been written into the story. And the person who was narrating got like a really short story. So to expand on it, they created this whole adventure that the hamsters went on. Turns out the hamsters really just got out. And then the next day they got back. But
That's awesome. But it was a great story. I love it. I love it. Yay! There are always fun memories of going to schools and acting out stories, and these guys are going to share some more in a little bit, but we're going to do another story because that was fun. This story, and again, thank you so much for everybody submitting stories. We may not, unfortunately, being RepTouR, and we get like hundreds of stories at a school, we don't always get to do all of them. So we're going to do as many as we can, and if we don't do yours, please don't be upset. Maybe we'll share it on Facebook anyways, just so that you guys can see all of the stories today. So anyways, this is called The Pop-Tart That Got Away.
Ooh.
Pop-Tart, and this is by Oliver Caldwell.
I can feel it.
All right. This story is about a Pop-Tart that was alive.
Live.
Hey,
A piece of lettuce that was not even alive.
Everyone.
And a person who was looking for his Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart. Where are you?
One day, a frosted brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart was running around in circles.
Pop-Tart?
It was a crazy Pop-Tart.
That Pop-Tart sure is crazy.
The Pop-Tart found some lettuce on the side of a river.
hey, is that lettuce? What's lettuce doing out here on the side of a river? What's that about?
And saw someone on the other side.
Oh, look up there. Hello?
That person was sneaking up on a squirrel.
Whoa, I bet that squirrel that I can see doesn't see that person that sees it. This is gonna be crazy.
And he didn't know that it was not even alive. I think that was the squirrel or maybe the Pop-Tart, but I'm guessing it's the Pop-Tart.
There's a lot going on the other side of that river.
He was just looking for his Pop-Tart. So no, the squirrel's not alive. I think maybe the squirrel's not alive. He was just looking for his Pop-Tart and he went the wrong way.
Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart, are you over here beside the squirrel?
The Pop-Tart was getting worried the person was going to eat him. So he threw the lettuce into the river. He thought he would distract the person, and he did.
I'm so distracted. Look at that lettuce in the river.
Hey, look at that. Look at that over there. Lettuce in the river.
Yeah, look at it. I see it.
The person jumped into the river to try to catch the lettuce.
Splash.
Oh,
Catch the lettuce.
Yeah, catch the lettuce in the river with the Pop-Tart on it.
oh, I'm on the lettuce. Okay.
And
I caught the lettuce.
what? He did, but he didn't. He he didn't catch the lettuce. Instead, he fell down a waterfall.
Oh, no. I didn't mean for all that stuff to happen. I just wanted to distract the guy. Oh no.
Well, the Pop-Tart felt very, very good about himself.
Never mind. I had a change of heart. I did good today.
The end.
Woo, I didn't get eaten.
So I'll share just a tidbit of these stories. Typically, we don't read them in advance. So this is genuine emotion that comes out when we read this story. And to clarify, I want to clarify real quick. The squirrel is not even alive. It's from the author's mother on here. The squirrel is not even alive. So the lettuce and the squirrel were not even alive. Who knows? But you know what? Thank you, Oliver Caldwell. We appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Christina.
Yeah.
You want to share some memory or some memory? Share some memory about RepTouR.
Yeah. We were at Woodstock Elementary, I think, and they have a whole little section filled with bean bags. And so I spent 2 hours sitting in bean bags. And
That's
we
a
didn't
good
race that day. It was really good. But the bean bags, 10 out of 10, and all schools should have fully funded bean bags for their libraries.
You know what? Beanbags help with that.
And Ryan with Tiandras that one time.
And Brian, we were talking about that earlier. They have to take multiple cars because they bring a whole set with them and props and everything like that, so they don't always get to ride together. So sometimes they get to
Treat when we can.
mix. Yeah, it's a treat when it happens.
And we went to O'Charlie's. We got rolls. It was a good day.
So anywho, we're gonna move on to another story. Now, I'm gonna say this story is very inventive and creative, and it is a wonderful, lengthy story. We may have to be continued with some of this, and maybe post the rest of it on here because it's a wonderful story, but we might be here for another hour as we act out how wonderful this is. So this is called The Chess Game, How the Land Got Their Colors by Zoe Johnson. And she has written this really awesome story. And I was looking at it, I was like, whoa. So we're gonna do as much as we can with this. So The Chess Game. And how the land got their colors. Once upon a time, there was a land, and no one could decide whether it was named white, J.
I think this place should be called White.
I'm not too sure about that. I don't like it.
I don't like
What do
it.
you think?
I think we should go with something a little bit more innovative, like.
I'm sorry, the White King got a new bird. It is very loud. So as I was saying, some said it was named White Land and others said it was named Black Land.
You know
I don't know what the bird has to do with this yet, but I'm for White Land.
No,
I'm all for Black Land.
me too.
The White King and Queen said it was called White Land, and the Black King and Queen said it was called Black Land. This was a problem.
Sorry.
No one could agree, and the two sides did not get along.
Oh,
White Land.
Black Land.
Black
White
land.
Land.
And you're White Land, and you're going.
They fought all the time.
Black Land. Black Land. Black
White
Land.
Land,
Black
White
Land.
Land.
Black Land. Black Land. Black Land.
But there were two pawns named Dave Black and Mitchell White that were best friends.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. No.
Hey, Mitchell.
Wait. Dave Black and Mitchell White.
Yes.
Hey, Mitchell. It's me, Dave Black.
Oh,
you
so
doing?
yeah, I'm Mitchell. Hey, what's up?
What's going on? How's things going
Sometimes they had to keep their friendship a secret so they wouldn't get in trouble.
on?
I
Hey,
Boy.
love Romeo and Juliet.
hey,
About to
listen.
say that.
Hey,
listen.
Dave Mitchell, are you guys talking to each other?
No.
No? What?
What?
Get
You
away
would
from
never
me.
talk to someone from
Is
White
that
Land. What's
even-
wrong with you?
Is that
Exactly.
even his name, Dave? I don't even know
Don't
that
talk to
name.
them.
So now that I've started telling you all about this land and its problem, maybe I should start telling you how the land eventually got more colors other than black and white. One morning, the White Queen got up and knew that today they were going to have another fight, and a big one this time.
I'm in the mood for a fight.
Yeah, the same happened with the Black Queen, and they were right.
I'm in the mood for a bigger fight.
There were lots of fighting happen. One of the white knights got captured on the fifth move. The black rook was gone too. I'm guessing this is a chessboard.
Yeah.
Dave
Like
and Mitch,
Oh, it's called the chess game.
yeah, Dave and Mitchie even got captured too, though he tried to avoid it. When the fight was over, everybody was all worn out. The Whitelanders had won, except for Dave and Mitchie. They snuck away and took a walk in the forest.
Oh wait,
White Land.
I forgot.
Dave, let's get out of here.
They walked through a forest, and when they got to the end, they saw the gates and a sign that said Rainbow Land.
Hey, Mitchell, what is this place?
I don't know, but there's a lot more colors than just black and white here. What's going on?
I know, I really like it. What should we do? Should we tell people?
I don't know.
Under the Rainbow Land sign, under Rainbow Land, the sign said that pieces of all colors were allowed in. So they decided to go in. They were amazed.
Oh my goodness.
This is an amazing place.
It is amazing. So many colors. What should we do? Should we take them back to Black Land and White Land?
There were black pawns, white queens, purple knights, red bishops, blue kings, and they were all playing together instead of fighting.
It's like a box of Lucky Charms around here.
But who goes first? There's so many colors.
Look at them. It's amazing. I don't know.
Oh, and they played the game. So instead of fighting on the chessboard, they played the game, and they just kind of sat out like it was a ball game, and they cheered for everybody.
I like it. We're not fighting anymore. We're just cheering and having fun.
But who are we cheering for if nobody's fighting?
That's a good point.
They thought it was amazing, but they decided not to get in the middle of the game because there were other pieces walking around from whom they could ask directions. They went to the humongous Rainbow Castle and knocked on the door.
Hello? Hi.
Is anybody there?
From around here. Can you help us?
Yeah, we're pawns. Help.
And they said that they were best friends, but their companions from each of their other lands fought each other. They found themselves here. And then Dave said, "Are all colors allowed here?"
Hey, are all colors allowed here?
The little blue pawn that answered the door laughed out loud. Of course they are.
Of course they
Wow, how innovative.
Then Mitchie said, "Is it okay if we stay here for a little while then?"
Can we chill with y'all?
Sure, said the little blue pawn. We love having guests.
Be our guests. Come on in.
Oh.
Be our guest. Put your colors to the test.
They decided that they were going to share a room, Dave and Mitchie, and there was a bunk bed.
Hey, let's be roommates.
There's a bunk bed in this room.
My goodness. It was meant to be.
It was.
They're staying for a day. This is going to be great. One day where we can spend time with each other in front of people and we won't get caught.
We don't have to hide our friendship here. This is like the most amazing day ever.
It's crazy. It's like people like each other or something.
I know. So much unity.
Meanwhile, back at Black/White Land, they were wondering where the two pawns were and blaming each other that they were gone.
Where did they go?
Why would I know?
I'm blaming you.
It's your fault. Where's my pawn?
Your fault.
Your fault.
Fix it.
You fix it.
They didn't believe in stuff like Rainbow Land.
Rainbow Land.
Separation.
Back at Rainbow Land, a new day had begun, and Dave and Mitchie were looking out their window, watching the sunrise.
Oh, awesome. I could stay here forever.
Yeah, look at that sunrise. There's yellows and colors besides black and white. It's nice.
Yellow.
They walked out and there were so many things going on. They saw a waterfall. They saw a garden.
Whoa.
They saw flowers that were not just black and white.
Hey,
There was a tree. Oh, and then they saw a cottage. Uh-oh, we lost Justin.
Oh no, I lost my friend. Where did he go?
Maybe he's in this cottage.
My phone died.
Oh. Why?
Well,
Mitchell's phone died.
Mitchell.
Mitchie's phone died.
Mitchie, your phone died in Rainbow Land? That's the only bad thing that's happened since we've been here.
That's okay. Inside the cottage, they decided to knock on the door, and what do you know? The fairy of Rainbow Land appeared at the door.
Hi, who are you? might be a fairy.
I think we're running into this.
Yes, you're right.
I love all your colors.
These colors.
Yes, they're so
Thank you.
vibrant.
Stop. Thank
Where
you.
I come from, there are no colors, just black and white. It's really boring.
Not a way to live.
I know.
And your friend over there?
And now my buddy Mitchell, I can't find him. I'm waiting to see if he comes back to Rainbow Land. We were having such a great time.
That's okay. I like you enough.
I like you too. But I want my buddy Mitchell to enjoy some of this awesomeness too.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Bye.
with all of this being said, we're gonna to be continued this fairy story because so not just because of difficulties on our end, but because there's a lot of interesting stuff to follow. So we're gonna post this full story on our Facebook later because Zoe wrote a really cool story
So much Zoe.
about trying to get white land and black land into Rainbow Land and sharing all of that. And does that happen? We don't know.
Dun, dun,
Bum, bum,
dun.
bum. But right now, Kalita, you want to tell us about one of your favorite memories of
So,
RepTouR?
we went to a school earlier this year called Ball Ground Elementary. Super awesome school. They always show us lots of love, and we love going out there. And so someone wrote a story about Super Mario Brothers. And it warmed my heart because I grew up in a time long, long, long ago in an ancient land called the 1980s. And I used to play an ancient game called Nintendo. And I played Super Mario when I first got it for Christmas in 1988 from sunup to sundown every day. And that story made me think of that, and it felt amazing. I love that memory.
You know, it surprises us a lot of times too. We're surprised by what the kids know and what they write in their stories. When you're like, Mario, oh, they know what Mario is.
And they like knew all the details of like the princess and the Goombas and all that stuff. I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's born in the 21st century.
There you go. Mario is ageless, though. I feel like
Ageless and timeless.
we love Mario. All right. We're going to do a couple more stories because we do have them, and I think we have the time to do them. So with that being said, we are going to do a couple more, and then what we would love to do is make up a story with you guys. So as you guys are watching in and tuning into this, stick around because we're going to make up a story, and you guys can tell us in the comments how we need to continue with the story or just give us words to go with, and we're just going to kind of pick and choose and play around with it, just to improvise and make up a story with you guys. So with that being said, we're going to move on to Cinderella and the Nerd by Gabby and Chance Peterson.
Gabby and Chance, those are my friends.
For your story, Gabby and Chance.
Yay! We're excited about that one. All right, so here we go. Cinderella and the Nerd. Cinderella is one of the main characters in the story.
Okay.
People thought that her and the prince would live happily ever after, but it turns out the prince was in love with another.
Dun dun dun.
Snow White.
That's me! I'm Snow White!
Yes.
Well, I'm Cinderella, so
Well, I'm
I'm
the
the
prince.
fairest of them all.
I have the
For
biggest
Snow White.
story arc.
So along with his kingdom, he left Cinderella behind.
See
Later.
you,
Prince, where are you going? Honey?
Oh, Cinderella cried and cried and cried for 16 days.
This love triangle. Oh.
Poor Cinderella. Don't worry,
16
Snow
days
White.
later.
Not even rainbow frogs could make her happy.
Rainbow!
Rainbow bright.
Get away from frogs!
Elsewhere, there
Oh.
was a man, and that man was a huge nerd with glasses and everything.
Well, I think it's okay to be a huge nerd with glasses and everything because nerds make the world better. Oh, let's get some glasses. Here we go. back.
He basically lived in the castle library, mainly because his mom was a librarian.
I love reading books, and it just worked out so conveniently in my life story that my mom's a librarian. Winner, chicken dinner. Flipping through books.
Cinderella is sad. Oh, sorry, no, Cinderella is sad, and the fairy godmother comes back and tells Cinderella to read and get her mind off of her broken heart.
Oh,
Cinderella. Hey, it's me, girl. I'm not gonna turn you into a pumpkin or anything, but
Who are you?
your fairy godmother.
Oh,
I literally
It's
love
different.
Tori. Listen,
Yeah.
you need to go read a book. It mends the heart.
I'm so sad.
I know. So read a sad book. Sad plus sad equals happy.
That makes perfect sense.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Books are awesome.
So read.
Okay.
Follow your heart.
Cinderella goes to the castle library and bumps into the nerd.
Hey, who are you?
Sorry.
No one ever comes in here. What are you doing?
If no one comes in here, why are you in here by yourself?
I like it that way. I'm a nerd.
Cinderella asks for a suggestion of a book, and the nerd hands her one of his favorites.
Listen, I'm really heartbroken, and my fairy godmother said sadness plus sadness equals happiness. Do you have anything on that?
Let me see. Is there a book that
Like
I
a
can
self-help
suggest?
book?
Is there a book that I'm going to be suggesting soon?
No, it's just a favorite book.
Okay, favorite book. How about how about Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing?
That's gonna help me with my problem?
Yes, it's a great book for your kind of mood.
Oh, Cinderella loved that book so much she came back every day to see the nerd and read his favorite books.
Nerd! That book was amazing.
Yeah.
I need something else. I'm ready. What else do you have?
After months of meeting in the library, Cinderella and the nerd started a book club.
Aww.
How
Hey,
about hey?
Yeah.
Did you read all those books that I gave you by Judy Blume and Beverly Cleary? All those great books. Did you read them?
I did. I loved it. Thank you.
I knew you would. Maybe we should start a book club.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Elsa and others were in the book club.
What are we reading this week?
Why is this
Yeah.
so cold?
Me
Got
too.
really chilly in here.
Sorry. Let it go, guys. Let it go.
Elsa? I didn't know
see
you
what you
lived
did
here.
there.
Is this
I see
Arendelle?
what you did there.
Elsa started to write a book about the story of Cinderella and the nerd.
Listen,
Yeah.
cute idea for a book. I'm gonna write one about you guys.
About us?
When Elsa was done, she gave it to the book club.
Let it
All
write.
right,
Elsa.
guys, book of the week. Here you all go. Read it carefully. Yes, good.
Once,
this book.
once Cinderella and the nerd read the book, they realized how much they loved each other.
You know, this story about us, maybe we could make it come true.
Okay. Sadness plus sadness does equal happiness.
And they lived happily ever after.
So sweet.
Thank you, Gabby and Chance. Story. Oh my goodness.
What happened to Snow White?
I'm reading the line and then actually it's hitting me. I didn't read it ahead of time. Especially the stuff about the nerd. But Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing, that's a solid book right there. We have one more story we'll read that's been submitted, but Tiandris, you haven't shared a memory. Why don't you share a memory with us?
Okay, one of my memories is what is that school with the attached gym that had that bird in it last year?
Was it Clayton?
Clayton?
maybe. But we were there and we were reenacting Cinderella, and I was Cinderella. So I had to take off my shoe, but I was
Bladen, yes! It's a good story.
I was more powerful than I thought I was when I was taking off my shoe.
Oh.
So I accidentally interacted with the child. And then it kind of just became a part of the show because my shoe landed on them.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. And I tried to make it up to that child. And I was like, do you
Wow.
want to go on stage with us and perform a story? And they were like, no.
Traumatized.
He did not want anything.
You know,
to do with it.
sometimes we have an impact on children.
Yeah.
But it's mostly everything's positive as far as things
They
go.
were laughing towards the
I
end.
tell you what, we're superstars when you go out to Kroger or something like that, and kids see you and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I saw you at my school."
He was
Those
just
are always
a
the fun
prince and
moments.
he didn't know it yet.
Yeah. Hey, that was a great story. So we have another story, one more story, and then we're going to make up a story with everybody. So if you're still tuning in, we're going to make up a story with you in just a second. But we have one more story that's been submitted that I wanted to go through. It's called The Stinky Sock by Ronan DeLong.
That's my cousin!
All right,
Hi,
so we're going to do
cousin.
The Stinky Sock. Once upon a time, there was a sock.
It's a good sock.
A very stinky sock.
Do you smell that?
I thought it was just me, but I do. It smells awful.
I smell
Sounds
it
like
all
one of-
the way over this
This
Zoom
smells
call.
like one of my socks, but worse.
It smells great.
That sock was so stinky, no one ever noticed it.
No one noticed.
No one ever noticed it.
Okay.
I think we've gone nose blind.
I was gonna say we must be nose blind because this is quite a conundrum.
I don't
Except for when they smelled it.
You know, actually,
certain time frame where my wit is.
If I face this way, I think I might smell it.
yeah, I can smell it if I try really hard, and it's still really bad. We need you to go away, sock.
My nose, no likey, no likey.
One day, the sock got taken out of the drawer.
Hey,
He was surprised because no one ever noticed him.
wow. Thanks for letting me out. I didn't know.
Then they brought him to the washing machine.
Where are we going? Anyone?
But
Hey, Mom, it's laundry day!
Oh, what does that mean?
When
Why is
he
it so cluttered?
when he started spinning in the washer, he surely thought he was gonna be even dirtier.
Oh, I'm getting so dizzy.
But when he came out, he was so clean. He was a famous sock from then on.
Mr. Sock, you don't
Oh
smell.
my gosh! You see that clean
Did you see that
sock?
sock?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, it's the sock.
Oh my
It's
god!
the sock.
The end. Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh my goodness. We love it. Thank you so much, famous sock.
Top tier.
Hey, so we're gonna make up a story with you guys because we have a little bit more time left. One more story. One more story. One more story. One more. All right. So we're gonna do one more story with you guys, and we're gonna make that up right now. So as you guys are watching this, we would love for you to just give us let's get a character of some kind and maybe a problem of some kind, and that way we can title our story and start the story. I will narrate the story, and then oh yes, we would like to meet that sock and get its autograph. somebody give me like an animal, or maybe a character that from a story that you know, or a TV show or a movie, and then we'll get a problem and we'll start the story off. And then what I might do is, as you guys are watching the story, just start giving me random words. You don't have to make it make sense. You can give me adjectives, you can give me nouns. It's kind of like a Mad Libs almost. I'm going to just stop at some point, and then you guys through that are going to give me the idea of how to continue said story. So as you guys are thinking of all of this, or just giving me some ideas, I've got, you know what? Oh, these are all great. We're going to call this story, That Sock has been working on his handwriting this week. That's awesome. We got some good ones. I'm going to go with the title of our story is going to be called The Parrot and the Rainbow Frog. The Parrot and the Rainbow Frog.
Beautiful.
Once upon a time, in the land of animals, there was a parrot.
Oh, okay, you be a parrot.
Oh,
And a rainbow frog.
Ribbit, brightly, ribbit. So bright.
Now, for a long time, these animals got along.
Ribbit. What's up, parrot?
hey, Frog. I like your colors today.
Thanks. Your wings are awesome, man.
Your wings are awesome. Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
All of the animals in this land ate plants and fruit.
Oh my gosh, guys, aren't you so excited we're vegans now?
I am.
You know Oreos were vegan?
And Doritos.
No more Korean barbecue for me.
Except for when one day a cat came into their land.
Oh.
El Gato.
I think you're a little feistier than that.
Oh. Oh. What are you doing here?
Cats like to eat other animals.
Listen,
Oh, wait, no.
I'm big on Korean barbecue. I like eating other animals.
And this cat wasn't gonna be a BFF. This cat was gonna chase these animals all day long.
It's go time.
Oh.
Well, the parrot and the gummy frog were able to hide from the cat.
He can't see me now.
Where'd they go?
Matt the cat. It's a name. There's a Nat now. Matt the cat.
Oh, different cat.
Oh no, it's the same cat.
Oh.
Didn't like fruit.
I don't like being healthy. I like meat.
The cat wanted to eat the parrot first.
All right, parrot. It's go time.
Well, the rainbow frog had to think of something to do to distract them.
Help! Somebody save me!
Sorry, my friend.
Somebody save me!
Oh!
I just want to see how long.
Fly, my friend, fly!
You're not that much help, Frog.
I know.
So the frog had to find another animal that could help them.
Please hurry.
Help! Help! There's a new cat in the land and he's trying to eat us. Someone help, please. Is there anybody out there? Anybody have a heart?
The rainbow frog was so scared it pooped colors.
Oh no! Oh, Skittles again. My bad.
This animal wasn't an animal, but it was Mario.
Mario!
Oh, it's Tommy. I'm Mario.
Is Mario gonna help us?
Are you gonna help us, Mario?
I don't know.
Please help us. We'll get you the one up if you do.
Mario knew. Mario knew that cats were distracted by the color blue.
an idea. Here, kitty, kitty,
Look,
kitty.
it's blue.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
And by distracting the cat, they were able to tie him down.
Okay, get him.
We got him.
Yes.
We did it.
Caca!
Ribbit colors.
Mario decides maybe we can try to feed the cat, Matt the cat, something else instead of animals. So Mario goes down one of his green tubes
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
and goes to another world to find something else, like gummy fruit.
Do I come back?
Mario, are you okay?
And
I'm
while
back.
this is happening,
Excuse me.
the frog gets eaten by a tiger.
That came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry.
Frog, I'll miss you.
Ribbit
I'll
colors.
always- you'll always be my friend.
Thanks,
But-
parrot.
You'll be in my heart.
I can't. But luckily for Mario, the frog left Skittles behind.
Look what she left me. These Skittles.
And Mario gave the Skittles and the gummy fruit to the cat to see if the cat would eat those.
Here you go, cat. I think you'd like it.
Thank you.
And when the cat ate the Skittles and the gummy fruit, it got so stuck in the teeth that all the cat's teeth fell out.
Ew.
How?
He doesn't have any teeth. Caca!
Because the kitty cat didn't have teeth, had to learn to be a vegan.
You know you can eat plants that way. You don't need the teeth.
And luckily for tigers, they are allergic to rainbow frogs, and the tiger had to spit the rainbow frog back out.
Oh yeah, a player entering the game.
You're back! Caca!
Woo!
Mario
Ribbit
became mayor of the town of Animal Land and made sure that none of the animals ever ate each other again.
Good job, Mario.
People,
Mario.
we are
Mario.
not
Mario.
vegan.
Mario.
Oh, and somebody said now it's a gummy cat. Because it
Wow.
has no teeth. I love it. Oh my goodness, guys. Thanks for tuning in with that story. Hey, if you really like this video, share with your friends. We would love to bring more stories to you again. If you want to submit stories again, maybe we'll do this again sometime. We love it. And thank you for all your suggestions. We love it. And thank you guys for hanging out today. Check out Elm Street, Elm Stream, ways to share, donate, help us out. And also, we're clapping and dabbing. We would say goodbye, but we would all have to do it together. So our feet are down low, our hands are up high, and that's how we say goodbye. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye.